so much for watching my videos. Welcome back. You are so awesome. Please like this video if you like it, and please subscribe. Also, make sure you click the little bell, ding ding, if you want to be notified every time I make a new video. I release new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. And I am an expert at helping people find love, and it always begins with you. So let's get into this. I'm so excited. Today is how to save a relationship with Aquarius. Man or woman or masculine or feminine energied person. I am so excited. Now, I'm going to be going over this in 3 parts. The first is, why is this happening? Why are you in this position? What happened? Number 2 is, what does this represent? I truly believe that relationships are our mirror, our mirror, our mirror. And I also think that everything represents something. And so I'm going to be going over that. Number 3 is, what can you do about it now? What can you do to save this relationship? And I must note, this is intended to promote healthy relationships. Astrology has been very valuable for me in my relationships, and I think it's a very good starting point in order to see how someone really is in a relationship, so that you can speak directly to their needs and yours as well. Now let's get into this. Number 1, I could sit here all day with an Aquarius and why this happened. There's so many reasons why you could be here, because Aquarians are very hard to figure out. So if you are in this place with an Aquarius, the first thing I gotta say is, don't beat yourself up over it, but understand that they are very hard to figure out. I'm going to go over some reasons why you might be here. It could be something as simple as you made them hang out with people that they don't like. They don't like your friends. Aquarians hate wasting time with people that they don't like. And so if they don't like your people, well, that's more important with this sign than you might think. Maybe you were too human for them. They don't like to be in situations where there are too many human or maybe first world problems going on. They don't like that at all. Maybe they still had a thing for their ex. And actually, let me know what you think about this, you guys, because this is something I've noticed. I've never heard anyone else talk about this. Aquarians are another sign that I've noticed tends to hold a little bit of a flame for one of their exes. And so maybe there's someone else that they are holding a flame for. And I'm not saying that this is some bad thing. I'm just saying that they really have a hard time letting go of those relationships. So maybe there's something to do with that. Maybe you weren't changeable enough or open-minded enough. And then lastly, maybe you weren't open-minded enough in the bedroom. Aquarians are definitely more kinky than you would think. Oh, and one more, forgive me. Maybe you weren't a very good leader. Aquarians are very good leaders themselves, and it might appear like they want to lead everything, and they do in a lot of ways. But when they are not capable of leading, are you there to step in, and are you capable of taking over the reins in those moments? And do you intuitively know when those moments are? If they didn't feel like they could hand the reins over to you, then that's probably one of the biggest reasons as well why you might be in this position where things aren't working out. Okay, now 2, what does this represent? What this represents is a time when you can really look at yourself and what you want. Did you really want to be in this relationship? You know, I don't know if I'd ask you this question with another sign. I'm asking you that question because, you know, were you really in it to win it? Because if you aren't really into this relationship, an Aquarius will pick that up and they'll know. They're so intuitive, they'll know. And they have this uncanny ability of knowing things. They're just not the type to really call you out on it. So instead, they might just end things, or they might just move on if they felt that way. Were you stuck in your old emotional cycles? Well, what this represents is, how can you change as a person? Whenever you are dating an Aquarius, it is time to make some big changes in your life. It is time to believe that you can turn into a new person if you really want to. And even if you've just met a lot of Aquarians, like you just keep meeting Aquarians, that is what this represents. That you can carve a new path for yourself if you so choose. And do you have the balls to do it? So that's what this really represents. What is something different or off the beaten path in your life that you're not doing that you should be doing? Or what's an area of your life that you aren't comfortable just sharing and being one with? And, are you okay with being different, right? And stepping into that and using that as one of your greatest strengths. Now, number 3, what can you do now? Well, Aquarians are definitely the sign of friendship. And so, with that being said, if you have friends in common with them, then you definitely have a leg up in this situation. Because if you have friends in common and you are an awesome person who's growing and working on yourself, and the friends mention this to that person, or maybe they'll lose friends over this situation, you definitely have a much better chance of fixing the relationship and moving forward from there so that they can continue that relationship with the friends. Forgive me for saying that. It just is what it is. The other secret thing about Aquarians is that they do like success. A lot of people don't talk about this. I never hear people talking about this. Aquarians, as much as they are philanthropists, they are also very much into success. So if you are moving into more success for yourself, especially if that involves any sort of giving back to the community or philanthropy, then that will definitely help you as well, especially if friends are telling them about this, for example. And then the third thing is, you need to learn how to detach. How much do you really love yourself? An Aquarius only wants to be with someone who really has their shit together, someone who really truly loves themselves, and someone who stands firm in that. They don't like people that don't know how to change the game when the game gets a little tough. Go to a new game, they say. And so if you're not being one of these people, if you let your situation become you and you don't override your situation, for example, if you're not always growing, if you're not always researching things and not being afraid to be different than other people, and not truly doing the things that you want to do in your life to honor your differences, not just honor yourself, honor the things that are different, well, they're not really going to be into that. So how can you honor those things in yourself for yourself so that you can be more attractive? How can you learn to be a little bit more easygoing, especially in the bedroom, and not take things so seriously if that's something that you want for yourself, if that's something you want to work on? And how can you learn to be more committed to someone and still be easygoing? It's a very interesting dance. And so these are all things that you can do and learn in order to fix your relationship with this Aquarius person. And how can you heal your past stuff with your exes so that it will motivate them to do the same, almost through osmosis, because that will more likely than not really fix this relationship as well. And then lastly, taking time on your own and really delving into your own relationship with yourself, your own spiritual relationship with yourself, and not in a gregarious way, like, oh, I'm spiritual now. No, in a very real way. When you do that, they'll be more attracted to you. Remain friends with this person for sure, because in that you will have a better chance of rekindling your relationship. This is not the sign that you completely cut off by any means. This is the sign where you have your boundaries and you're still there in a way that suits you best, because you must put your own value first. Okay, everyone, does this help? Are you an Aquarius? Are you in love with an Aquarius? I love my Aquarians. You guys are not easy to keep up with all the time, and you are all amazing. And also make sure that you let your Aquarians know how much you value them, not how much they mean to you, more so what they've contributed to your life and how much you appreciate them in their masculine or feminine essence. They love hearing those things, only when it's authentic. Okay, please, 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 you guys, I love your comments. Leave me a comment below. I read all of them. And book a reading with me or a one-on-one coaching session, and it's my pleasure to help you find love. I love doing this, or helping you with any issues that you might have, whether it's day or night. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please click here to subscribe. Please click here to watch my recent video, and please click here to check out my website and book a one-on-one reading with me. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye. Love you.